Hello, friends, and welcome to the Architecture Enthusiast and to the Palace of Assembly by Le Corbusier. The Palace of Assembly is a legislative assembly building in Chandigarh, India. It was designed by modernist architect Le Corbusier. It is part of the Capitol complex, which includes the Legislative Assembly, Secretariat, and High Court. The Palace of Assembly features a circular assembly chamber, a forum for conversation and transactions, and stair-free circulation. After the partition of Punjab in 1947, following the independence of India, the divided Punjab required a new capital to replace Lahore, which was now in Pakistan. Prime Minister Nehru commissioned Le Corbusier to build a new city for the capital of Punjab. This city would become Chandigarh. Nehru desired that the city's design be unfettered by the traditions of the past, a symbol of the nation's faith in the future. Subsequently, Corbusier and his team designed not just a large assembly and high court building, but all the buildings in the city down to the door handles in public offices. Construction of the Palace of Assembly began in 1951 and ended 11 years later in 1962. The building was inaugurated on 15th April 1964. Today, many of the buildings in Chandigarh are considered modernist masterpieces. The Assembly Building, completed in 1962, was conceived as a horizontal, rectilinear structure, square in plan, with a monumental portico facing the main plaza. The two legislative chambers were conceived as freestanding, curvilinear forms enclosed within a rectilinear shell, carrying on one side the entrance portico and on the opposite side a band of offices. Sun protection louvers, brise-soleil, have been provided on lateral walls for protecting glazing against the sun. The two legislative chambers are surrounded by a space forum, which serves for circulation as well as informal meetings. The most impressive part of the assembly is the Assembly Chamber for the state of Punjab, which is crowned by a massive hyperbolic tower extending above the roofline and providing a sculptural and dramatic look against the backdrop of distant hills. 128 feet in diameter at the base, the assembly chamber rises to 124 feet at its highest point. The building expresses the versatility and plasticity of concrete as a building material. Similarly, the smaller council chamber for the state of Haryana Assembly, conceived a rectilinear frame, is crowned by a pyramidal roof provided with a north light. Overall, the Assembly Building, with its dramatic skyline, is one of the most visually appealing aspects of the Capitol complex, and is an attempt to give an architectural setting of monumental dignity to the functions of the government. Le Corbusier wanted to include an assembly door. He consulted with Prime Minister Nehru for symbols that could be depicted on the door to represent the new India and its modern vision. Nehru in turn entrusted Le Corbusier to invent them himself. The door is adorned with vibrant colors and is divided into upper and lower halves. The upper half depicts man's relationship with the cosmos and includes imagery representing solstices, lunar eclipses, and the equinox. The lower half is populated with animals and natural forms. A desert depicts the original order of the earth, while greenery represents the Garden of Eden. The door also displays a river, trees, bulls, and turtles, and the proverbial tree of knowledge in the center of the door bears fruits of the knowledge. The nearly 25 square foot door with its enameled panels was airlifted from Paris. This entrance is opened on certain ceremonial occasions. Le Corbusier believed that architecture is circulation, and the Palace of Assembly is designed to encourage the movement of people and ideas. High ceilings and narrow columns make the space feel expansive, and ramps replace stairs to provide fluid transitions between levels. The General Assembly itself is circular, a literal interpretation of Le Corbusier's belief, and is off center within the space, challenging neoclassical architectural focus on organization.